What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about doing a freezer spell. Why do we do a freezer spell? What are they good for? What can we use them for? And how to do it. One, they're the simplest thing out there to do. You most likely have everything you need for it already in your house. All right. First of all, you're going to need preferably a red marker, a red pen. Okay. If you don't have one, then use black. I can't find my red, so I'm using black. Okay. The next thing you're going to want is a Ziploc baggie. A lot of people will do it in plastic, but it takes up more room in your freezer, to be honest. So I just get a plastic baggie and a piece of paper. I have parchment paper because I like to write on it doing spells and stuff and working with energy. But any old white piece of paper can do. Pull it out of a notebook, pull it out of an address book. All you need, try to get the piece of paper as small as possible. That's it. That's all the ingredients. All right, so what is a freezer spell good for? Well, you're literally putting someone on ice. You're putting their energy on ice. So if you have somebody that's annoying you, won't leave you alone, even stalking you to some degree, a freezer spell can work. The stronger your intention is to cut them out and leave them alone, the more powerful your working will be. Okay? So you're going to want to do this when you really want it to be done. If there is a remnant within your spirit that doesn't really want to be done, and you do it anyway, you just wasted your time and energy doing it because it ain't going to work. It's just not. It's not going to work. So, what you want to do with the piece of paper is, one, I'm going to tell you that you adapt every spell, any working that you do, to your own. You make it your own, okay? You do what feels right for you, all right? But this is like across the board what we all do, okay? So you're going to want to write on the paper. Some people say to write the name 3 times. Write their name 3 times. I am all about power with intention, okay? Power plus focus plus intention makes everything I do work. Period. Okay? Ricky Bobby. Ricky! I apologize. He's very needy lately. I've been making videos and doing chakra assessment videos and healings all day. I have not paid him any attention. I apologize. All right. Anyway, moving on. What we want to do is write down what intention we want. Be specific. What do you want? Okay? I want them to leave me alone. Then write that. So, for example, what I would write. The last time I did a freezer spell was somebody that was on the internet that I have been dealing with for years, who's a fake reader, and she's got a huge following for some reason, and her and I got into it big time, and I wanted to be done. I don't want her in my life anymore. I don't want her to pop up like a cockroach a year later like she just did, right? So I put her in a freezer, okay? The thing that I wrote on there was, I freeze your power and energy to come to me at all. I freeze your power and energy. You no longer have the power to affect me in any way. And yes, I put their full name. If you don't know their full name, their first name is okay. Another adaptation to this is, instead of a piece of paper, their photo, a small little photo of them. Sometimes people do both. They put them both in. Okay, I do not. I don't, listen, I'm old school. I realize that you don't need all these frills and everything to get shit done when it comes to spell work. Okay, so I write my little do, okay, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold it up as small as possible. Teeny, 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 tiny. Then I need water. Okay, now that I got my water, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your little intentional note in the corner of the bag, like so. right at the corner. You can go to the tap sink, but I'm here in a video, so I'm doing it with water in a cup. But you can do it over the sink, okay? You're going to pour just enough water in, not a lot, to submerge it, okay? To fully get it submerged in the water. Then, what you're going to do, seal it up. Seal her up. I try to get all the air out as much as possible, okay? You seal it up, and then what I'm going to do is put this in the freezer for an hour or two. After I put it in the freezer for an hour or two, I'm going to take it back out. You're only going to do this one time. This is important. This is important. Take it out. Make sure that it's frozen and the paper is completely frozen in ice. If there's a little piece sticking out or whatever, put enough water over it again to cover it. Do not do the whole bag. Do not. Because I had a hard year back in 2020 with bitches, and let me tell you, I had a freezer full of bitches. Could you imagine if I had Tupperware containers like this, and I had like 10 hoes up in my freezer? Okay, don't mind me. Like, y'all know I'm direct and I got a sailor mouth. Hey, I'm a veteran. Whatever. Cursing is my therapy. Okay? So, submerge it in the water and then freeze it. Okay? I have never had to refreeze it. It's always been completely submerged in the ice. Once that's done, we all have a part of our freezer that we normally never go in, right? Normally never touch. But for me, I have a little cup, a kind of mug, that's in my freezer in the back where I will forget about it, that this will go hidden away and you forget about it. That's it. You don't wonder if it's working. You don't wonder when's it going to start working. Any spell work that you do, any energy work, okay? I usually call it energy work, okay? Whatever. Tomato, tomato, right? So once I'm done, I have absolute faith that what I just did is going to work. It's not like there's any question with it. It just is. I did it, now it's done. So I do it, so it is done, or whatever, right? So if you have any questions about this, let me know. But yeah, that's all you need to do for a freezer spell. And it's good to kind of put someone on ice, slow their energy coming at you. If you have somebody that just won't leave you alone, if you have somebody that, keeps messing with you, if you have somebody that, in the comments on YouTube here today, someone said, I have a neighbor, should I do a cord cutting spell? And I suggested this, and I said, I'll make a video. So here I am, making a video at like 9 o'clock at night. Whatevs, here we are. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions with this, but it's so simple, it's so easy. All you need is, again, to make any spell work, you need intention, focused energy, okay? All right, bye. Stay blessed, not stressed.